Hey, what's up, you damn Yankees? I am back with a new review of Steven Universe. This time out, we're talking about Hit the Diamond. And this is an interesting episode. This obviously is one of those titles that's kind of a play on words, where, hey, the Diamonds are an authority and a diamond is a baseball field. And we pick up exactly where we left off, where the Ruby Squad, which is what I'm calling them, shows up and they are looking for a gem that they had their scanners on. Everybody ushers Peridot into the barn, and fortunately, the rubies are kind of dumb. And I'm not sure if this is typical of a lot of uh, rubies as far as their race is concerned, but this squad is not too fast up here, and they're at least a little easy to trick in that our Ruby is able to trick them into thinking that she was just with them in that tiny spaceship the entire trip from Homeworld. Um, and Steven is able to convince them, like, oh, if they want to look in the barn, well, they got to play against him and the other quote unquote humans. Thankfully, they possibly have never seen humans, so uh, the crystal gems are and Lapis are able to kind of disguise themselves. Since probably all they see is gems, they probably don't think of anything weird about it. So they accept the challenge of playing a game. If they win a game of baseball, they are free to look in the barn. If they lose, they got to go. And this is we got a lot of Ruby and Sapphire in this one because Garnet's plan is okay. Yeah, I'll split up. I'll be a rogue agent on their team as Ruby. Um, the problem is Ruby and Sapphire just can't keep their hands off each other. They really like have a big problem being away from each other when they unfuse, and they're kind of adorably dorky in this one. They're to the point where they forget the whole plan actually a couple of times, where they just can't leave each other alone. It's kind of really adorable, and I'm just really impressed with how much they're able to get away with this in an all ages show. To be honest, I think the whole thing has been kind of broken through. So the more we see, uh, the better, I think, and the more they're able to get away with, and because it's kind of normal now, and it's kind of awesome that way. The plan is unfortunately disturbed by the fact that, well, they can't keep each other away from each other, so they they blow their own plan. Um, Fortunately, here's the thing: the Rubies weren't looking for Peridot, and they were actually looking for Jasper, and that's kind of an interesting twist, frankly. Because why are they so mad at Jasper? So we'll see. Did Jasper do something that was illegal before she left, or maybe because she was responsible for the mission, maybe that's why Yellow Diamond wants her specifically, even over Peridot, who directly got in her face about not following her. Interesting. So we'll see more about this. Of course, thankfully the Rubies believe Steven and go off to Neptune without double checking or anything like that. But to be honest, they don't know where Jasper is anyway, so that wasn't exactly a lie. This was an interesting, fun, cute episode. The gang avoiding a fight, which, to be honest, is mostly for humor's sake, but it's probably not a bad idea for them to just go about their business thinking everything's cool, rather than maybe getting destroyed and having another group of gems investigate the missing Ruby Squad. So that was probably a good idea. Uh, Really good episode. I can't wait to see Stephen Floats. That's the next week's episode. I believe we're going back finally to the house, so we'll get to see that. And I think that's it for now. I really don't have too much on this one. I enjoy all the humor. I love the baseball designs and all the individual designs. Like Pearl has kind of an old classic, I suppose, maybe like 20s kind of baseball look. Sapphire has kind of a league of their own kind of design with the Women's League in the 40s. Um, and let's see, with Lapis and Amethyst kind of have more in a modern look, frankly. Uh, this is a really good episode. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. It's a nice kind of fun episode, but still kind of tied to the story arc, so it kind of does both. Not bad. I think that's it. That's kind of all I have with this one. So I'll talk to you next week about Stephen Floats. Later.